Are you an ACC407 student?
Hi everyone, I'm Batrisyia, and actually today I'm going to share with you about the business background of a small home-based bakery which is called Naddy.Bites that made this beautiful and delicious cake. So let's talk, what is Naddy.Bites all about? Naddy.Bites is a sole proprietorship business that focuses on making small bento cakes. What makes it special is that customer itself can personalize their own cake, and the business offer you three flavors of cake, which is red velvet, chocolate, indulgence, and vanilla. So, who's the owner of Naddy.Bites? Tada! Naddy.Bites was founded by Nadia during the PKP in 2020. It all started from her small love and passion for baking, which has now grown into a real business that Nadia has been successfully running for about 5 years. Nadia ran her business mainly through Instagram, where she posts her cake design, take orders, and interact with customers. And usually, customers will place their order at least 3 days in advance via WhatsApp so that Nadia can plan and prepare the cakes properly. We have 6 business characteristics. First, we start with capital, which was contributed by the owner herself, Nadia. Second, the ownership. Since Naddy.Bites is a sole proprietorship business, it is owned by one person only. Next, management and control. The business is managed and controlled by the owner only.
Fourth, for Naddy.Bites business, it has unlimited liability since the owner manages the business alone without any partnership or shareholder. Luckily, she doesn't have any liabilities in the business. So let's take it away. In terms of accounting, if the business fails and the assets are not enough to cover the debt, the payable have a right against the owner personal property. Fifth, in terms of profit or loss, the owner will track the profit or loss by the transaction that has been made by customer and the owner itself. Then, the profit will belong to the owner and any losses will be borne by the owner. Last but not least, books and account. There is no obligation to keep the books and prepare the account for sole proprietorship business organization. So that's all.
Oh, hi there. I hope you are doing well. Today, I'd like to share something interesting with you. The 5 main classification of business items in accounting. There are assets, liabilities, capital, expenses, and revenue. Sounds familiar? These classifications are the foundation for understanding how a business operates financially. We will go through each classification one by one and see how they apply to Naddy.Bites. This way, we can understand not just the theory, but also how it is used in a practical business setting. So let's get started. First up, asset. They are basically what you own. For Naddy.Bites, this includes valuable items like freezer, an oven, cake decorating tools, and refrigerator, and even a smartphone that is used for handling orders and promoting a business. In short, if it brings value to the business and is owned by it, that is an asset. Secondly, we have liabilities, or simply what you owe. These are the debts or obligation a business needs to settle in the future. But guess what? Alhamdulillah, Naddy.Bites doesn't have any liabilities right now since it is still a small, home-based business. That is definitely one of the perks of starting small and managing your own capital wisely. Hi, Iwani.
Hi.
Do you know anything about classification of business item?
Of course I did. I learned it in ACC407.
What you have learned?
Oh, I learned about capital. Do you know what capital is?
I'm not.
Okay, capital is actually the money or resources that the owner has invested into their business. For example, in our case, Naddy.Bites, the owner is Nadia. Nadia mentioned that her initial capital was around 2,000 ringgit, including cash and some basic equipment that she already had. This capital was used to buy ingredients and basic supplies that are needed to begin operating her business.
Oh, I see. So what else?
Next, I learned about expenses. Okay, expenses. In our case, Nadia shared that her most frequent and significant costs are for ingredients, since baking is her main business activity. Besides that, she also spent on electricity and internet bills, and occasionally on packaging. These are necessary to ensure that her business can run smoothly.
Oh, I heard there's another one of classification. So it is revenue. What is revenue?
Oh, revenue. For your easy understanding, here's an example. Would you like to buy a cake from me?
Yeah, sure.
Then here you go. Right, thank you. So, revenue is the money that comes into the business from selling products or services. It's the total amount earned from business activity during a certain period before deducting any expenses. In the case of Naddy.Bites, she calculates her revenue based on monthly sales of her cakes. By checking this regularly, she can see how well her business is performing. So, can you see that this is the revenue that I received from the business activity selling cakes to you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all.
Bye.
So, in this session, I will explain to you all about how Nadia, the owner of the business, managed its business financial transaction. Regarding expenses, Nadia does not rely on a fixed supplier. Instead, she purchases ingredients based on price and availability. She also kept physical receipt for all business-related purchases to separate them from personal spending. At the end of each month, she compared total income and expenses to see if she made a profit or loss. She then prepared a simple monthly summary to evaluate the business performance. So, since 2020, this system of using a manual logbook and spreadsheet has helped Nadia effectively manage Naddy.Bites.
First, go to Instagram search and search for Naddy.Bites. And here is the official Instagram for Naddy.Bites. And as you can see, these are all the cakes that she has made since 2020 until today. You can scroll one by one to get an idea on how you want to custom your own cake. There are various types of interesting and unique cakes that make it harder for you to choose one. So you choose your favorite design and then you scroll to the top and click the link.
Next, manual record keeping in a logbook. Although the process is done manually, Naddy.Bites do have a consistent method, which is by using logbook to show that there is at least a structured habit of recording transactions. In addition, retention of proof, receipts, and invoice. By keeping the receipts for future purposes and maintaining invoice, support transparency and is useful for audits and verification. Lastly, as an awareness of profit or loss, Nadia consistently tracks and reviews Naddy.Bites transaction on a monthly basis. This routine practice allows her to stay updated on the financial health of the business and ensures that she can respond promptly to any changes or trends that may affect its overall performance. Additionally, Nadia's structured order taking system, where orders are placed via WhatsApp 3 days in advance. This helps with better inventory planning and time management. This reduces last-minute pressure and minimises wastage. Customer personalization is another strong point. By offering customizable cakes and engaging directly with customers through WhatsApp, Nadia builds strong relationships and enhances customer satisfaction. This connection not only helps in securing repeat orders but also encourages word-of-mouth marketing. Furthermore, running the business through Instagram gives her cost-effective exposure. No need for physical store or paid advertising, and she can directly showcase her products to a wide audience. Not. Here are some more points of the strength of the recording process that I would like to add on. One clear strength is Nadia's consistent review and awareness of financial performance. By preparing a monthly summary and regularly comparing income versus expenses, Nadia maintains a good grasp of her business financial health. This proactive approach allows her to identify trends early and adjust her strategy if needed. Another strength is her adaptability in sourcing ingredients. Instead of relying on one supplier, Nadia compares prices and availability, which allows her to minimize costs and maintain flexibility. A smart move, actually, especially for small businesses that need to keep spending in check.
Maybe the weakness of the owner is she's still recording the daily business transaction manually. in the logbook and it takes more time to complete. Let me think. Maybe the owner can improve their business recording process by using digital tools like QuickBooks, which is an accounting software that provides functional feature for business management. By using these digital tools, the owner can get accurate data, especially for expense tracking and financial reporting. It also can save time for the owner, and then the owner can spend the time on the other things. Yeah, the cake is working.
Aku cakap. Mami, kenapa kau nak? Okay. Apa ya? ACC407 Project Puan is arrived!
Okay. There is an effect. Oh, I see. So, what else? What else?
What else?
Okay. This one.
Aku lupa.
Ayu.
Aku lupa.
Sabar, benda lagi. Okay.